Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's Monday, so we're going to struggle through this one together. So, Dan, a wild weather that we had yesterday kind of came rolling in. We're going to get a repeat.
Yeah, you know what, Taylor?
Today?
Some of us had that yesterday, right? Especially in eastern Hampden County.
Yeah.
I know where you had some storms, right, as well. So it's kind of like hit and miss throughout the day. I do think we're probably going to repeat that again today, although I think the storms may be a little more isolated. And we're going to make a run at 90 again today. We got there yesterday easily. We got to 94 degrees yesterday. I got to look and see if that was a record high. I don't think so. I think the record high was closer to 100. But it was a hot one yesterday afternoon, no doubt about that. And all the heat and humidity led to, of course, some of the heavy downpours and the thunderstorms that we got, particularly in eastern parts of Hampden County. So 19 days so far, 5 this month. We'll make a run at 90 today, and then that should probably do it for this upcoming week in terms of 90s. It'll be much cooler and drier as we go into your Wednesday. Tomorrow's going to be the transition day. So 66 now, dew point of 66, so the relative humidities are up. So we do have the possibility of a little bit of thin fog out there early, which should give way to that hazy sunshine again. So today and tomorrow, hot and humid. And then as we go into your Wednesday, it's going to be much cooler and drier. Couple of storms around today, couple of perhaps strong to severe storms around tomorrow as a cold front moves through. So temperatures now are in the 60s. So we're starting off with that mild kind of muggy feel. Dew points hanging out in the 60s as we have that very warm, humid air mass that's in play here. And you can see some of the downpours and thunderstorms that fired up yesterday, particularly across eastern parts of Hampden County. Palmer got whacked with quite a bit of rainfall. Belchertown, Munson, as you make your way into lower Worcester County as well. A lot of lightning with that too. And we even had some storm damage reports across parts of the area. We needed the rainfall. Some parts did pick up some of that rain. Elsewhere, it was kind of a quiet day. We just had the heat and humidity. There was an isolated thunderstorm in Franklin County. So that's how it's going to go today. I think the storms may be a little bit more isolated today compared to yesterday. But nonetheless, it's hot and humid. By 11 o'clock, we're already in the mid-80s. We'll have clouds mixed with sunshine. By the time we get into the afternoon, right around 90 degrees. Notice the aerial coverage on the storms, not as widespread, but an isolated to scattered storm, not out of the question, with the biggest threat being the heavy rain that can lead to some quick flash flooding in spots and also some strong gusty winds. Again, today I think the chances are a little bit lower. A little better chance tomorrow afternoon that we could have a gusty thunderstorm moving through with a cold front that's going to drop down and move through western Mass. Behind that front, it turns much cooler and drier. You see today and tomorrow out ahead of it with the heat and humidity. Then behind that front, it turns much cooler and drier. In fact, it'll be in the 70s on Wednesday. I think Wednesday will be the pick of the week. It'll be cooler and drier, nice and comfortable. Dew points today up into the 60s. Tomorrow, same deal. Then they plummet as we go into Wednesday. It'll get a little humid perhaps Thursday and Friday. We may have to deal with some of the tropical moisture with those 2 tropical storms right now. Margot and Laura, we'll have more on that coming up in our next weather hit, but let's check out our next 7 days. Tomorrow may end up being a first warning weather day because I think the odds of a strong to severe thunderstorm tomorrow are a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more widespread as the cold front drops down. And then it's gone. I think we cool off by tomorrow night into Wednesday morning down into the 50s. Wednesday looks beautiful, be a bit breezy. A clipper system may bring us some showers on Thursday. And then as we head into the weekend, we may have to deal with some of that tropical moisture from those tropical storms, but that's a long way out. And of course, a little more on the tropical storms coming up in a few minutes. But right now, let's check on our commute, see how that is shaping up as we're hitting the roads this morning. Alyssa?
All right, Dan, so far so good on our roadways. Like you said, dealing with just a little bit of fog right now, so be cautious of that. Springfield up to Northampton taking you 25 minutes.